We're very excited at Men's Health. This is our favorite franchise we do every year. It's the third year running, and it's the ultimate men's health guy. And we get thousands of applications. We go through all of them, vet these guys, and find the one guy who just most embodies the men's health brand, lifestyle, caring for himself, for others, his community, his country. And this year, we're proud to announce that the winner is Jedediah Ballard. He's an ER physician, a U.S. Army Ranger, and we announced him late last week. That's him right there. We had incredible finalists this year. I mean, really, any of these guys could have won. We had a Air Force pilot, Otis Hooper. We had a guy living with stage 4 cancer, pancreatic cancer. His name is Tommy Tucker. He calls himself a cancer thriver, not a cancer survivor. Talks about it makes him stronger. And in the past 2 years, we've had incredible contestants and winners as well. Noah Galloway, double amputee from Iraq. Tim Bonifaci, a firefighter from Kentucky. And this is, a chance to put one of our readers on the cover of Men's Health magazine and let them have this incredible opportunity and share their story.
So what does it take to win?
Yeah.
So there's nothing really that you have to do necessarily to win. It's more about what you've been doing. It's your habits and it's your lifestyle. So, Jed, he's done everything from build his parents a cabin for them to retire in, to, saving multiple lives in the ER, to traveling to the corners of the earth to educate on diagnostics and teach people how to use medical equipment in developing countries. So it's the whole picture, really, and obviously they have to be in great shape.
And then 2 of the other finalists are also U.S. servicemen, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so you got Otis.
That's Otis Hooper right there. He goes by Hoop. Very
Okay.
cool guy, and he used to be overweight. What sort of spurred his growth to become an ultimate men's health guy was...
And Tommy Tucker.
Yeah, Tommy Tucker. One of Otis's kids sort of poked him in the belly and said, "Hey, what's that?" And he thought, oh, okay.
My kids do that all the time.
Get going. Well, I've seen your workout. You're on the right track. You've got the kettlebells down. I know what you're doing in there.
You do? You like that?
Do you have to devote your life to this? Because these people seem very, very fit.
It's a lifestyle, really. It's something that it's not like you find out about this contest and you're like, I'm gonna just expand my life in every direction. You really have to be that kind of person, and we want to reward guys who live this lifestyle. And really
quite an article you have in here this month.
Oh,
I don't even want to show this.
No, let's not show that.
But why don't you tell people what this article is that you have this month in like a most appropriate way you can describe what this article is?
The most appropriate way I could describe that article is how not to...
I'm not showing that article to the camera, Liam.
How not to hurt your manhood in unfortunate and painful ways. And we'll just leave it there and continue with our talking points.
What do they win ultimately? If you're named the health guy, what does he take away?
So when you're named the ultimate men's health guy, first of all, it's announced on the Today Show, which we did last week. And
you should have announced it here. I mean...
Well, do you know what? Next time, maybe we will.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and you get to be on the cover of Men's Health magazine with an audience of 35+ million. I mean, this guy, his story is now online. There's a video that we produced about all of the contestants, but also obviously our finalists.
Sure.
And now he gets to walk around with the title of Ultimate Men's Health Guy and have this cover on his wall for the rest of his life.
For the rest of his life. Talk to us more about some of the content that is working out for Men's Health right now. I think it is the first person stories.
Exactly. So, and that's actually very relevant to this as well, because this is an average guy, well, not an average guy, a real guy on the cover of the magazine.
These are not average guys.
Oh no, these are above average
extraordinary
guys.
Human beings.
Exactly.
I mean, okay.
But
I'm an average guy.
But the point, well, you started Cheddar. That's pretty above average.
Physically, we're talking about.
So these are real guys, and that's what we're noticing. That content is catching fire on our site right now. People are interested in what real people are doing. Things like Snapchat have sort of given us this appetite for almost like quality with content with like a voyeuristic quality almost. We want to know what people are doing in real life, the unfiltered truth. So stories that are doing well for us are, would you rather read a story about how to avoid a bear attack, or would you rather read how to avoid a bear attack from a guy who was mauled twice in one morning? That's a real story that we have on our site. So, and those stories are catching fire. People want to know, what are real people doing? Last time I was on the show here, we talked about one of our editors, Andrew Daniels, who spent his whole day answering emails. Every email that he got, he replied to right away, and he got 3 hours of actual work done out of an entire workday.
Now,
okay, so I have a question. You bring up a good point. Online, people seem to hear about, want to read about things that they can do to improve their lives and sort of be inspirational and aspirational. But when you're selling a magazine, are you able to sell magazines when there isn't someone famous on the cover?
Oh,
and how do you deal with that sort of different motivations?
Sure, so that's actually something you'll see if you look at our last couple of issues. In some cases, we've gone A and B, and we've done celebrity in some markets, a model in other markets, just to sort of test. But we've had cases where celebrities are runaway hits. We've had cases where a model can be a runaway hit. It's really about that image. Is it an aspirational image? A guy coming out of the water with a surfboard and the abs. guys are inspired by that kind of imagery. But at the same time, you put Mark Wahlberg on there.
You guys,
and
do you airbrush these guys? Like the ab guy, like the winners. Do you airbrush them or no?
Oh no, I mean there is every photo in any magazine you ever buy will have a degree of retouching, and that's essentially the.
So there is. So you're retouching this guy.
Oh no, I'm talking about lens flare, reflections, things like that.
But like that stuff that people that now they get in trouble for that they say is not body positive.
Yeah, well, do you know what? You can actually go on menshealth.com right now, and you can find video footage of all three of these guys. Yep, and you'll see them in video, in the flesh. That's exactly what they look like.
All right. Let's move on.
Dean, thank you so much for joining us. I wish you
Thank
could have brought the guy down here, but that's all right.
Right, you should have brought
Next time.
you should have brought the winner down here.
Yeah,
we love highlighting
maybe next
our
time we could
service.
announce it on.
We do. It's important.
Next
New York
time.
Stock Exchange is a huge supporter of veterans, so we would love to, especially the veterans, we'd love to have them down here.
Yes, Dean, thank you.
Okay.